some heels, yeah. Bitch, I'm really having never late on my bills, yeah. And I'm having goon nigga play, he get spilled, yeah. Play, he get spilled, we can tell that he not real, yeah.
YouTube, it's more than bad, man, with another reaction. They got Youngboy'S career down in jail.
Pop, yeah. NBA Youngboy was just arrested on Monday.
I can't wait for it to release the mugshot. I might make that better in my profile picture. That shit gonna be hard.
He was initially just taken into custody, and no more information was given.
Cause that nigga got real dreads now. That shit gonna be hard.
And they are not RICO charges, yet at least. Nor do we know if there are any more charges coming.
He gonna be mad as hell though.
Baton Rouge rapper NBA
Free my nigga
Youngboy has been
YB,
indicted by a federal grand jury on firearm counts stemming from his September arrest in Baton Rouge while filming a music video. The March 10th indictment of the rapper, whose real name is Kentrell Golden,
March 10th.
was unsealed late.
He ain't been to jail for 15 days? Wait, I'm tripping. What does indictment mean? Never mind. Hold on. Let me look that up.
Golden, 21, is charged in the indictment with possession of firearms.
Never mind. I'm tripping. Never mind.
And possession of a firearm not registered in the National Firearms Registration and Transfer Record. The guns he
Y'all be going so hard, man. Niggas be trying to protect themselves.
Were a .45 caliber pistol and a 9mm pistol, according to the Baton Rouge federal grand jury indictment. Another Baton Rouge man, Moro D. Batty, 22, is charged in the indictment with the same crimes. Federal prosecutors are seeking the forfeiture of the
my nigga Youngboy only 21 years old, man.
Golden was arrested in late September along with 15 others, including Batty, on drug and firearm counts while making a music video in
Madman.
During the arrest, police confiscated drugs.
Nigga don't hear no talking when they top come. Ha ha.
And 2 with illegal
bitch, I want you to act like you want to do something.
$79,000.
I see money in my eyes.
FBI agents had received anonymous complaints of people brandishing guns in an abandoned lot and investigated. Police have said. Officers went to the 3800 block of Chippewa Street.
What? Chippewa, nigga? What? Nigga, it's Chippewa, boy. Get it right, boy.
On September 28th, and found members of the Never Broke Again.
I ain't even looking. I heard that. I'm already knowing that's not how it go.
Gathered at the lot shooting a video.
That dude for what?
Well, this definitely isn't a good thing, but it's better than the decades he would likely be facing if he was charged with conspiracy. I said in my previous video on this topic that he was likely in trouble relating to the incident that happened in Baton Rouge last September.
Shut up, boy.
Even when it happened on the video in my main channel, like 4 or 5 months ago, however long this was, I found it very weird that they locked all of them up, found all those guns, and he was free to just bail out the next morning just like that and continue living life. But we've come to find out that the FBI either has a lot more on Youngboy that they haven't charged yet, or they can't seem to pin him.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, like that shit lame me. Look, they had like 5 stars. My bad, I'm trying to change my profile picture, man. Fago, you was cool and all, but I'm finna remember Youngboy my profile picture, man. That nigga go, bro. But yeah, man, yeah, look, bro, they had a helicopter, bro. Look, bro.
Nothing to play with since they're federal charges.
Look, put it up, bro. They ain't. What are you looking at? Look, like what the hell, nigga? Y'all going so hard from look, bro. Man, that shit really lame, bro.
Kodak Black. It was slightly different because Kodak Black was facing federal charges for illegally buying a gun in Florida.
They call that nigga YB Denthead. That shit so lame.
To actually buy it legally, but the illegal part was when he filled out the form. He said he wasn't a felon. He had also transported a gun from, I believe it was somewhere in Canada to New York. However that happened. This was one charge, and Kodak Black pled guilty and was sentenced to 46 months for it. That's nearly 4 years.
Damn.
But he already had some time served, and Donald Trump let him out early. Otherwise, he would still be locked up until 2022. I'm pretty sure that's when the release date was. Kodak is a good comparison since both him and Youngboy have really lengthy rap sheets when it comes to...
I feel like when you in a rap game, you get spared. So, like, I feel like that's why they don't ever really be serving beside Bobby Shmurda. But I feel like I feel like they be having connections. Like sometimes, like I feel like they be like the labels or whatever, like the government of like the fucking higher source of the whatever the highest in the industry, whatever, like whoever they are, whoever them people are. I feel like they have something to do with their jail time, but like they tell them niggas like let them out. I feel like that, cause how they be getting out so much? How does Youngboy get out all the time, bro? All the time, bro. He get out all the time. I just hope this time it seem more serious, but I don't want nothing really bad to happen, bro.
With the law and are constantly in and out of jail or prison. Youngboy, however, is facing 5 to 10 years for each of these gun charges.
That's so stupid. A gun.
Personally, what I think is going to happen is that Youngboy gets a plea deal and he takes the guilty plea and does that time, because I highly doubt all of these resources were expended on Youngboy to arrest him when they can't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that those firearms did belong to him. But it's odd to me that
wait, what the hell, boy?
Involved with the case, and the charges they're bringing are really just 2 weapons on Youngboy, and it's not even like he's got an artillery of weapons that they put on him. I mean, the weapons that they showed in that picture, it looked like a militia weapons stash. But just the guns that he was charged for, I mean, it's not like the guns that they would be using in the military. It was a 45 and a 9mm. Just some regular guns. The whole situation feels like there was a way higher objective that they set to hit, and they missed the mark, and are now settling for anything they can to get him locked up for a certain amount of years.
Facts.
To be clear, this doesn't mean Youngboy isn't responsible for what's happening to him right now. He's got plenty of money to be able to afford security. If we're seeing rappers who are way less popular and not selling anywhere near as much as Youngboy,
but
with a security team,
he got a gang with him, man,
and not have to carry a gun around. But he also seems like the type of person
I'm gonna be
really
pushing the weed bag,
or feel he's not real for having to do that. He's always rolling around with his homies, but it is what it is. No turning back now. A really good question I have to ask you guys, and I'm going to be thinking aloud here as well, is let's say that Youngboy is sentenced anywhere from 5 to 10 years. Do you think that people would still have hype for him?
Yes. If Bobby Shmurda did it, why not Youngboy? That boy gonna get 100 million.
The reason I ask this is because
I hope it don't happen though. 5 years with my boy Youngboy.
Whether that hype is still
2026.
Since it's been a while, is yet
That's
to be seen.
tough.
But Bobby Shmurda never put out much music. He was arrested at the peak of his popularity with the hit song that was topping the charts, and before he could really even start moving, things got shut down and he was locked up. Kodak has been locked up for up to 2 years, and everyone's still a fan of him, but that isn't a very long time considering nothing much happened in 2020. This is hard for me to gauge, but if I had to guess if Youngboy's going away for 5 years, then I think he's going to have fans when he's released. 5 years is one hell of a long time. 5 years ago is when Youngboy had just initially blown up.
Facts.
But he's got so much music to feed the fans and release while he's locked up, and I feel like they could probably be satisfied. And he's got a deep catalog that people will continue to listen to.
Bro.
But now, if we're
what
talking anywhere from 7 to 10 years, well, that's something entirely different. Music changes so much in that time frame, and we haven't seen Bobby Shmurda release any music yet. But that will be a defining moment of whether or not he's able to adapt. 10 years ago, rap sounded entirely different. Odd Future was one of the hottest groups. A$AP Rocky had a totally different sound and style.
Oh, Odd Future, the shit with donuts?
But people change so much.
I'm weak. I ain't heard about that shit in so long.
Will be full-grown adults in 7 to 10 years. And while they may have enjoyed NBA Youngboy while they were young, or even stand him, that doesn't mean that will be the case when they're older and he's released. I think the music Youngboy has released thus far will continue to make him money for the rest of his life, but going away for nearly a decade and coming back as a super poppin' rapper is overly optimistic. But perhaps Bobby Shmurda can prove it wrong, because he's going to be the first case study we get to see. Let's see how his music does, because he's still riding off the hype of not only a meme, but being released,
the
feeling that his music had nearly 7 years ago. It only takes a couple of songs, maybe just 1 or 2 that suck, for people to say, damn, this really isn't it anymore. Forget about him entirely.
Facts.
Let me know what y'all think in the comments. What is the breaking point in terms of years that you would say Youngboy wouldn't be able to come out and still be super poppin'? Because personally, I think if he's doing a year or 2, he would come out more popular than he ever was before. But more than that, and the opposite happens. Like, subscribe, and
my bad, y'all. The whole video I've been trying to do something. My bad, y'all. Hey, though, man, I was listening the whole time. Make sure you hit the like, but hit the sub, man. I'm out, man.